right, you guys are listening to the official VG Charts podcast, the Gamer Feed Weekly, with your host, Carlos Macias. That was Nick right there, making a little yell to the microphone. Nick Simberg with us, what is it, senior editor?
I'm a senior editor.
Fancy at VG Charts. We also got our guest, or, you know, maybe he'll stick around another episode or two. But Austin Adamson, senior editor, another senior editor from hardtoast.com, right?
Yeah.
We need a battle.
And we got a classic, right? A classic guest. He's actually on the wheels of steel. He's on the mixer there. Adrian Otero.
Oh, hello.
What are you up to, Adrian? What tell the people what you've been up to lately.
Just spending time with my fiance. Pretty much it.
She's gonna say hi. She's gonna say hi on the mic. She's here.
Hi.
All right. She's visiting us from
Canada.
England.
There you go.
Oh, that's way cooler.
That's way cool. All right. So, what do we start off with? This is the first episode.
Is it really?
After many failed attempts at starting off the podcast, we all went to E3, right?
Yeah.
What you guys think, Nick? What was your general the idea, I guess, of E3 coming out of E3?
The idea?
Yeah.
Well,
or what,
the idea of
what do you think?
E3 is like they're going to have a bunch of games that they show to people, and it's press only.
Is it really press only though?
It
Pretty
was.
much about anyone can get in, right?
No, you have to have like a little game blog or something, and they really restricted it. They're like, if you just have a crappy little independent blog, we only let 2 people in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what, 8,000 uniques a month? Is that a lot? I think that was part of the limit.
Might
That's
be
more
a
than
lot.
my site gets.
See, there you go. That's how Austin got in. But he's media, though. But he's media, right?
Yeah, close enough. Close enough.
So what do you think? What do you think of the show this year?
I really wasn't excited before I came. I was like,
To this podcast?
No, to
Or
E3.
to okay.
It was like, well, look there's a few games, maybe BioShock, maybe Skyrim. Everything else looks kind of stupid. I wasn't excited. I was really kind of burned out from games in general. But then I took 3 days off work, where I work at the lamp factory, which is
Awesome.
terrible.
Awesome. What do you do at the lamp factory?
I
You
write
do
about
descriptions?
lamps.
Descriptions, right?
I describe the lamps.
Awesome.
Wow.
You get like a little
That
bit,
is-
and you get a bit of, but you get a little bit of creative freedom, right? Right, like a
Writing
sentence
about
or like 5 words of creative, like think
I
of
do
something.
get to describe it with some florid adjectives. I'm like,
What a fun job.
this lamp is everything I've wanted ever in a lamp. It's so beautiful.
Do we have any lamps in the room you could describe? Maybe that one?
I don't. Yeah, I don't. How would
How
you?
would you
How would you describe this lamp behind us
That's
right here?
more of a contemporary spotlight
Oh, okay.
than an actual lamp.
Glad we cleared that up.
So what was your favorite game of the show, or
BioShock
BioShock?
Infinite.
What was so good about BioShock? And you didn't get to play it though. That was the issue.
No,
right?
it was a live demo. So we
Mhm.
went in there and a guy played it for us. That it was
Some comfy couches, right?
all those couches. They were like leather, and there was animal heads on the wall and fancy ornamentation everywhere. It was really pretty.
There was a lot of that though at E3, right? A lot of the big games you really couldn't get your hands on them, and you just kind of had to watch it. It's like, well, why can't I just
Yeah.
watch this trailer at home? You know,
Right,
why?
exactly.
Well, I played some of them, but
Did you get threatened at the BioShock thing? Where it's like,
Threatened-
don't think any funny business. Don't bring out any cameras.
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna stop it. It's gonna be very embarrassing for everybody.
if
I wanna kick
you,
everybody
if you
out.
take a picture, we will kill you.
It didn't go that far, but
That's what
you know,
they
you
said
get
in
the
mine.
you get the sense of seriousness.
said in
of
mine.
serious
Yeah.
tone. Oh, did they?
Yeah,
You checked out the BioShock thing too?
I didn't see BioShock, but other
okay.
2K the games they were showing. Yeah, they
Okay.
were like no.
Well,
pictures
what
of
else was
it
at
is.
2K? What did you see at
XCOM?
XCOM, yeah.
Was it good? Did it look all right?
I don't know. I think we have to see more of it, but it looks interesting. It doesn't look like anything that you've really seen in the FPS.
Were you a fan of the original? Because I know there's a big
It's nothing
uproar
like
of
it.
like, oh, this isn't XCOM. What is
I-
this? What are we looking at right now?
I'd never heard of XCOM before.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So this would be my first.
Nick is, are you disappointed? Nick is giving him a disappointed look. You played XCOM?
I don't even play
the original
PC
one?
games, and I'm like,
Okay.
XCOM, woo! And this guy's like, I don't know XCOM.
I've
I'm only-
never played XCOM
Yeah,
I'm only,
either.
I'm only 10 years old.
Wait, what about? Well, I think it's something similar to say like something like that Fallout did, where it
Yeah.
came back out of nowhere.
In a
And like I
different-
never played the original Fallout
Right, me
yet. I
neither.
loved Fallout
Because
3.
there's strategy games. And,
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know. Well, that's part of it, that they want to make it market friendly, right? So they could sell the game.
So they just
Yeah.
like slapped a Fallout game on an Oblivion skin, and it was awesome.
you know, it was good. I
Yeah,
liked
it was
it.
fun.
You liked it.
I liked
you
it.
said you loved it, but then you're like, nah. Well, I kind of liked it. It was,
Well,
it was fine.
It was addictive though, so it's
Yeah,
kind
it's
of
good
I
enough.
could not go to work. I was playing through it. I was like, just one more
Yeah.
quest, but no, it went on for 5 or 6 more quests.
So you can't keep your eyes open.
What about?
60
Did you
more
check out
hours.
the Darkness or anything else from the 2K booth?
No, I didn't get to see. I didn't get to see the Darkness.
I heard that was
Did-
alright.
That
The original game doesn't
It
hold
had a
up.
cool story.
The Darkness too.
The first Darkness.
Yeah,
Like, that was all I had was a story.
Well, it had like interesting moments where actually you could go walk around and there'd be a TV in a cart and you could watch a whole movie on there, or you could go back to your apartment and like sit down with your girlfriend and watch a whole movie there too. So, but it was like these are like 1960s movies, you know, in black and white.
right.
I'm not
Why would
down.
you
I'm
wanna
not
do
down
that?
with
You
this.
can't handle
I'm not
black
down
and
with
white?
this.
Grayscale, it hurt your eyes, or
I can't do it. I can't do it. But otherwise, what else from the show was exciting?
Skyrim.
oh yeah, Skyrim.
We could talk about BioShock though, right?
I guess
Are
we didn't.
we
didn't
under
really.
are we under
just ca-
death threat?
No,
that
we
can't
just
talk
kind
about
of kept going. We can talk about whatever we want.
Oh, okay.
That's why they bring us to these things. So
Yeah.
we go home and talk about it
We can
because
talk
we
about
are their advertising now. Which
What
is really
what was so
weird
what was so
concept.
cool about BioShock? What did you think?
Well, just like the whole half-hour time he was playing it, everyone in the room would just jaw open, like cheering and. Well, like he did this. There's a skyhook mechanic
Yeah.
Mm.
where you're kind of going around on this roller coaster type thing, but you've got a hook on your hand, and he was just zooming around, shooting people with one hand while he's hooked with the other hand, and then he flew.
But are you
60 feet
gonna
through
look?
the
Are you
air.
gonna look that cool though?
Yes.
Doing it in
Yep.
the game, it seemed like I don't know.
I'm that cool.
That's one of the problems about the demos that you never really get a sense of how you're gonna play it.
Yeah.
Because we're not really gonna play it as perfectly as they have. They've rehearsed it
Right.
millions
right.
of times, you know, and like so they're going through the hooks and everything. But what they have said though is that if you fall, it's not like a big penalty or whatever. You
Mhm.
fall all through the world, you kind of get sucked back into like maybe a Vita chamber. I don't
A
know what
Vita
they'd be
chamber,
using this
yeah.
time, but whatever mechanic, you just kind of come back to it.
And-
So there's
and-
not big.
And that girl in the game too, Elizabeth, she was a hottie, so that's gonna make it awesome too.
That's gonna make it into. She's also into like asphyxiation type stuff. Did you see that? You
What?
didn't get to that part.
Uh,
Yeah, she goes.
I didn't-
See, if you guys watch that
I
video, no,
didn't-
she does it in
I
the
didn't hear
video.
that.
She does it in the video. Well, actually, you didn't check it out, huh? So
I
you
didn't get to
wouldn't
see-
know.
I didn't
Yeah,
get to
so
that
you're like
part.
walking around with her. She's showing you around. She's picking up pieces like gold-plated pieces, but she thinks she's like naive in a way. Like
Okay.
she's been locked up, so she doesn't know
Oh.
too
Oh,
much.
like when you're leaving the room and she's like,
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
don't-
She's like,
it's
don't
'cause
let him catch me
it's
because
'cause
she was trapped with
she'd rather die than get taken back to the what was that guy's name, the objectivist
crow
or
bird.
the abortionist or something,
Uh-huh.
the protectivist.
The
Uh,
gynecologist.
Well, so she doesn't want to go back, and she kind of like puts her hand on her throat. It's like it's worse, like than death or whatever.
'Cause
So-
no,
You know what? I
it's-
think I
she-
did. I did
she'd-
see that.
She'd
clip,
rather
but-
die. She'd rather you kill her
Yeah,
instead of
that's what I
like
got.
getting
So
her
she-
taken.
so-
And at the end,
Yeah.
because you just suck.
So you thought it was sincere? It wasn't like a.
No, it wasn't like
Yeah,
a sex
it
thing.
It felt sincere. From
It wasn't like a L.A. Noire thing. Did you play? Have
This-
you guys played through
Yeah.
L.A. Noire? It's all a sex thing in L.A.
Really?
Noire.
yeah.
It's
It
not
really
okay to choke a girl.
All
When
right.
did this happen?
Adrian, Adrian, you saw E3 from home, right?
Yeah.
What
pretty
did you follow? Anything exciting?
much. No,
Did
we
you
just catch the Xbox. The Xbox.
You caught the Xbox briefing? You're not an
Yeah.
Xbox fan.
No, I just saw it.
If
Okay.
you saw that
It was
briefing,
fine. I
you
don't
won't be an
even-
Xbox fan
You
either.
really won't. What did you think of the Xbox stuff that they showed?
No,
at the conference?
we've noticed that both of them were the Sony one and the Xbox one was pretty boring overall.
The Sony one is usually
Both
Yeah.
are pretty
Pretty
boring.
boring.
Well,
They're usually pretty
all the
stuff.
Xbox stuff this year leaked the day before.
Oh yeah, that was.
So
that
everyone was like,
like
eh.
Yeah.
Like
No,
waiting in line.
and then like right before the conference started, everything leaked. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, Halo 4, Forza,
Exactly.
whatever they were playing.
all
it
the
kind
big
of all leaked.
surprises were like, oh, well, there goes from that show.
That was
The,
fun.
the best things they have to announce were announced while everyone was waiting in line.
What? So Nick's laughing. What's so hilarious? Oh, there.
Just picturing all these people in line. They like someone running by. Halo 4 was announced. They're like, dang it!
That's
Why
how it
am I in
was.
this
That's how it
line?
was. I was waiting to get into the Microsoft press conference, and sure enough, I checked my Twitter feed, and there's all these reports of Halo 4 and Halo Anniversary and all the other titles. All the
And it
core
was like
titles.
half empty too, right? I heard it was like half full. Like it didn't even fill up.
They were really like being strict about it. They
Still.
only let 2 people in per site and stuff because they thought they were going to give away something. Like
Well,
last
one of
year
the
when
guys
they
from our site,
gave away-
Gabriel, managed to sneak himself into the.
Yeah, because nobody
press
else was in
conference.
there.
Oh,
He's like,
okay.
"Hey, I like Microsoft." They're like, "Really?"
Well,
Come
what'd
in.
you guys think of the whole like theme? I guess it's like, look, connect.
Ugh.
Added functionality to connect stuff.
Away.
Nothing excited out of that.
Yay,
Adrian?
Connect.
From home. Nothing.
No, nothing pretty much seemed like the same show from last year, didn't it?
Well, but last year I think it was a little less Kinect. It was still Kinect focused, but this time it's like, look, we're in Ghost Recon. You could put your gun apart with your hands, with your motions. It was very Kinect focused, and I think it's what it's going to be going forward. I think it's like that's their business, I guess, for the next 2 or 3 years until the next system comes out.
I mean, they had a lot of cool ideas, but why would I want to play a game like that for more than like 10 minutes at a time, more than just to show off? Okay, here's some cool Minority Report stuff I can do with this Ghost Recon gun, but it's not efficient or time effective.
The Mass Effect thing looked okay. I will say, I don't know. It seemed interesting, but Mass Effect 3. But I don't know. Like, you could do it through your headphone. Why do you need to connect to do that kind of stuff?
It's like a wireless kind of. You don't have that thing on your head.
Maybe, I could. I guess I could see them playing it up like that. Yeah,
there's too much stuff on my head. I can't handle this.
I'm just trying to go down this. Well, I guess in the way you get like the space. I guess where it's like I'm really yelling at someone.
Maybe it's so like other people in the room can just shout your commands or choose your dialogue choices.
Oh man, I need a roommate that gets that game.
Just troll you.
Should be, but otherwise not too many surprise. I mean, the big surprise was the Wii U, right? Was that a good surprise? Was that a bad surprise for you guys?
That was like the worst way they could have ever brought that out. They're like, oh, it's the Wii U. It's like, so it's another Wii controller?
Right.
It looks like
a new console?
Are these Wii games? These look like Wii games.
These are Wii games.
These look like GameCube games. Why are they so ugly?
Did you guys get hands-on the controller?
I don't want to wait in line for 8 hours.
It was like an 8-hour line.
I couldn't get into the line. I held the unit, but I didn't get to play any of the...
that's really all there was to it. There was just like a bunch of tech demos, and otherwise you just kind of want to get your hands on it. That's what I did too. I was like, can I just want to touch it.
Right, exactly.
I just want to touch it.
Yeah.
And it actually felt surprisingly light. I don't know, for some reason I thought the monitor would make it like heavier, but it's... I did think it would be denser. It seems comfortable-ish, I guess. I don't know, after hours.
I'm a little disappointed by the circle pads and not real joysticks.
Yeah, that is some nonsense, yeah.
What?
It's good.
Yeah, it's basically it's basically 3DS. Like the 3DS, but a little like thicker, maybe more plasticky, and it's refined, two of them. Yeah. And it's two of them, but they don't like stick out like the 360 or PS3 controller. They're just there,
sunken in,
and you slide them.
It's on the handhelds, is so you can close up the screen and so it doesn't break off when you stick it in your pocket.
Sure.
Yeah.
When it's in real life, we want stuff that's real joystick.
Yeah, even the Vita has real joysticks now.
Did you guys get hands on the Vita or no?
I was gonna wait in line for 4.5 hours like some crazy kid.
I waited 4.5 hours for that.
I did.
Well, see, but they tricked me though.
You should have been like, I'm Dog. I'm with VG Charts. So they're like, oh, come in.
Maybe.
We love you guys.
I don't know. I use a media thing like the third day. I didn't realize that's what you do. Yeah. And I feel kind of like a jerk, like cutting in line everywhere. It's like,
I'm better than everyone else.
I'm just gonna cut in. I did that for Dark Souls though, and they let me play with it for like an hour, which was
I played Arkham City for about an hour in the secret back room. There were just like these really comfy couches. They a waitress came by and was like, "You want something to drink?"
I don't want to talk to you.
I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Open bar." I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Well, so what did you think of the PlayStation Vita?
I liked it actually. Everything, all the demos that they had us play. They seem like they took advantage of the hardware, especially Little Big Planet. I'm a fan of that series as a whole, so I think the Vita is going to lend its technology well to the gameplay.
I thought the stick seemed a little smaller though. Yeah. I don't know. They felt a little smaller than I thought they would have been, but otherwise, it seemed like a great system. Big screen, beautiful HD screen. It looks like they're doing PS3 level graphics. I'm not.
Yeah, it's close. I mean, they're not as good as what PS3 can produce, but. They're definitely better than any other handheld.
Uncharted looked good enough. It looked just like the PS3 game on that screen.
On the smaller
Is it kind of like first and second generation PS3 games, like that level?
No, it's actually high. It's like
they're
current,
good.
I guess, or maybe like last year. I don't know.
For whatever the resolution is on the screen, like it's a good look.
Is it HD?
I think so. OLED, right? It's OLED. I don't know.
I don't know what resolution.
Display, maybe. I don't know. All these acronyms. I don't know. I don't follow them. But
yeah.
it looked really good. It looked basically you were playing Uncharted 2 on there.
What the crap is a Retina display? That's not even a real thing.
The iPod thing.
Yeah.
You notice it after you look at text. Over time, you see it. It's like, oh, this is clearer. I just noted this is after using it this
I can
long.
read this. This is awesome.
But the PlayStation. What do you think of it? Seeing it from home? Were you like, I need to touch it? They actually gave out stickers.
Oh
that
yeah,
said,
I touched it or something like that. Yeah, I got one of those.
I touched
But
it.
what did you think? Are you
That
jealous
sounds like
of the
a
people who
lawsuit.
touched it,
Yeah.
or it was?
No. Since so much has been heard about it, there's no surprise to it. So you're sort of expecting it.
Yeah.
The only disappointing thing was the name, I suppose, huh?
It's
The
a little
name was a
weird.
little bit.
Kinda.
It's better than Wii U.
Better than Wii U for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
I kept saying it Vita. 'cause
Oh, yeah.
I bet a lot of people are going to be that way too. It's like, oh, can I get the Vita? The only way I can remember is it because of that Madonna movie, Evita.
That's
That's
weird.
the
Yeah, I
only
guess
way I
so.
can remember.
I guess that's a way to remember.
I think
it.
of a Spanish Vita. Life.
Vita, Vita,
yeah,
Vita.
that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's
What's it mean in Spanish?
Life.
Vita, like life.
Life,
yeah.
Life.
So it's
And
kind
that's
of
what-
like,
that's how they pitched
Like
it at the press
La
conference.
Vida Loca.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right, just like that.
That's gonna
Exactly
be a good commercial,
like
huh?
Yeah.
Oh, Ricky Martin's coming back. Yes, it's going to be bigger than Rebecca Black.
Oh boy.
But I don't know. I think with the Wii, it kind of proves like, well, you could just make any name really.
Yeah.
But let's put a concept to it. And I guess with the Wii U, they came back and they're like, it's Wii for everyone, but it's also about you.
It's just about
You
you.
got this-
Well,
screen
you
in
can
your
only
hand.
have one screen. That's
yeah,
the
so
thing.
it's gonna be just about you. When your
Yeah, it's
friends
just
are
gonna
over,
be
it's
you.
like, no, you can't play with this.
I'm
It's
playing.
about me.
I'm playing with myself right now. You guys come back later.
You guys can play with the Wiimotes. I use
Well,
the big screen.
I think
Yeah.
and I think Nintendo said it was like a price issue, the controller thing, and
That's
like
what
they
they
don't want to
said.
charge the customers, but it's like, who cares? Like if they really want another controller, why not give it to them?
yeah.
You know,
Because
but
then they're going to make everybody spend like $700 on this thing.
that's what they. What do you guys think of the pricing based on what you saw?
What is
for
the pricing
Wii
for the Wii U? I don't even know.
Nothing.
Is it looking $250? Like they're gonna
No.
do a
No,
repeat?
it's,
No,
it's
not
good-
at
It's
all.
going to be
No
more
way.
than $250. Like
They-
Reggie came,
Oh, that's
or
right, you
Iwata
did a-
came out. He's like, "This isn't going to be cheap." So
This
Yeah.
is.
They're
start selling your babies.
Well, are they going to face any difficulties? Or they're going to be coming up across the 360 and the PS3, which, I don't know. They might be making any drops this year or next year, and they're going to come up to it with, like, the Kinect bundle and everything for $400 and then the PS3 also bundled with the Move. It's kind of like,
Yeah.
I don't know, and these systems are still selling, They have that lifeline where it's like, the first customers came in and they bought it, they didn't buy any games, and they're just
Yeah.
kind of like, that's it. But these guys are, like, buying Xboxes, buying games,
Yeah.
and, I don't know if they come in at a higher price right from the start. I don't know if they're gonna have issues.
I don't think they're going to get the same casual market again. I mean, the people who bought the Wii aren't the people who are going to buy a new console when it comes out. All those, the older people and the families that they're content with the Wii games that they
Yeah,
have.
the old people that bought the Wii's, they're dying now.
Yeah,
So.
exactly.
That's what's happening. Why? No, I think what it is all the people that bought the Wii originally. They bought it because it was the Chia Pet, or it was like Tickle Me
Exactly.
Elmo.
Who
It's
bought
like
Chia
they bought it.
Pets?
I don't know.
I had
Whatever
some Chia
they
Pets.
had
I had
some
some
Chia
Chia
I had a
Pets.
Mr. T Chia
But I think they bought it because it was a
Mohawk.
fad, and it was like, this guy, my friend has it, Mike has it, or whatever. And
Yeah, that was
I want it.
That was the thing
I
about the
want
Wii. You just like played it at your friend's house, and you're like, "That was really fun. That 5 minutes I played. I
Maybe
want to buy
I
one too.
should
It's
get
only
one.
$250. That's like a tank of gas. It's fine. Let's do it."
Yeah, it is.
What else did Nintendo? The 3DS stuff? Anything exciting from 3DS?
No.
I liked it. I liked all those first party
Did you
titles.
try Super Mario?
I did.
How was it? I heard mixed response.
It played
reaction.
like a mix between New Super Mario Bros. And Super Mario 64. Kind of, it had like, it really was trying to take advantage of different levels of the game dimensions. So you really play with the 3D, and then they're incorporating the the Tanuki suit.
Can you turn into a statue?
I didn't get to see that.
Nobody saw that. That's
But
the
you
only
can,
thing I
though?
want with
But
the
you
Tanuki
can.
suit.
You
like
can.
in Mario,
You don't
Mario
know.
3. You can.
Yeah, I played it a couple times.
Remember Mario 3?
I don't
it
remember.
sold like 50 million
I don't remember
copies.
turning
No.
into a statue.
You hold,
Yeah, I don't
you hold down
yeah,
and push
I did. No,
B,
actually,
you turn into a statue.
I
That was
remember
the
him
Tanuki
going into
suit.
a boot. Is that what
That-
you're talking about?
No. What? No.
That's a little different.
That's a
Really?
little
You
different.
guys don't know what this is? When you're in the
No.
Tanuki suit in Mario 3, you hold down and push B, you turn into a statue.
We're gonna get a lot of hate. We're gonna get a lot of hate.
Actually,
from
that
that
sounds familiar.
You guys
but
are stupid.
It's just been a long time since I haven't redone that game enough.
All right,
Re-released
I think we'll be taking a quick break, commercial break or musical break, and we'll be back to talk some more video games. Yeah. All right, and we're back after that beautiful musical segment. What did we play, Adrian?
What song did we play?
What did we? Yeah.
What song was that?
What did we play?
An A chord followed by a B chord, right?
I guess so. So we're back, and we still have I guess we still have some more E3 stuff. That Adrian, you were wondering about some of the stuff going on, or what did you see that was interesting?
Oh, well, primarily with the PS Vita, the connectivity with the PS3 through the cloud saving. Particularly for a game, I think it's called Rise. I'm pretty sure, yeah, Rise.
Yeah, I think that's
What was the Microsoft thing that looked
Microsoft's doing cloud saving too,
or something? It looked
Child
like
of Eden.
medieval gladiator era type of stuff for Kinect. That you are the controller. That's what I'm thinking Rise is, but that's not it.
Oh,
It wasn't that, no.
Maybe
What?
was that called
By
Rise?
Crytek, right?
That
or no?
was- that
by
was-
Crytek.
Oh,
team,
Rise,
right?
yeah.
That
It
is-
was
Oh,
That
it
is
was
right.
Rise?
Then what are you
Then
guys
what's the
thinking?
other
Like,
one?
let's get it
I don't-
right.
it's, you
the
remember?
Rise is the Vita one. Or Vita.
Yeah.
Vita.
Yeah,
Then what
I
was the
see, yeah.
one?
There's 2 Rises.
Are there?
Wait,
What's
what's
the dungeon crawling social? I don't know. PS Vita title.
If only we had the internet to find out about these kinds of
Rise
things.
is the one on the Vita.
Yeah, yeah.
And what's the
Rise.
one on the Kinect?
What's on Connect?
The Crytek game that you are the controller
I don't know.
type of thing.
I don't know.
Anyway. Alright, so
Far
Rise.
Cry 3?
Something.
Crysis 3?
They announced that actually, Far Cry 3.
I know.
Are you looking
I
forward to that?
liked Far Cry 2.
I did not
Actually,
like that game that much.
I really liked one thing I saw on the internet. It was a PDF. It was like 500 pages. It was a permanent death run of Far Cry 2.
Oh.
It was really great.
Permanent death run. What?
Yeah, a permanent death is if you die in the game. It's like that's it. You're done.
Oh, okay.
It's
I
like-
played
it's like
that
a-
game.
it's
That
like-
whole
it's like a
the whole
self-imposed thing.
the whole malaria concept thing. I was like, I keep dying. I'm trying to swim across the water, the lakes, or the little, I don't know, whatever, water spots. And you would die of malaria if you didn't have your injection, if you didn't have your medicine.
You need to do more drugs, Carlos.
That was not cool. That was not cool. Well, hey, I'm not experienced, so I mean, how am I supposed to know? Not Jimi Hendrix. Anyways, what's
the
up with
custom maps though? They were great from Far Cry too.
whatever, man?
Online
What's up with this
custom
rice?
maps
What's
are
up with this rice thing? Then what was cool about it?
Just
Rice.
primarily like the same thing I said. The actual
The cloud saving?
Yeah, you can pretty much continue on the PS3, which was
Uh,
interesting.
Well, they seem to be like they're making some steps towards that, and they're already doing it. They're gonna do it with the PSP remasters and all that stuff. Where it's
Yeah.
like if you play it on the PS3, you should be able to save back and forth between the PSP version.
You should have been able to do that with the PS1 classics since it launched. You should be able to just like
Yeah.
keep it on your PlayStation 3, and if you want to put it on your PSP, just like zip it over there.
Mhm.
Like plug your controller in.
Well, I
or
think
something.
you can do it. No,
I'm not
you
sure.
can't do it currently. Like you can't have your PS1 and just transfer the save over to your PSP and PS3. You can't do it.
You should be able to, but if
It would have
I
been a
don't-
bigger deal, right? Than
They should have
than
talked about it. The Xbox is getting cloud saving too now,
Yeah.
Awesome.
which is good for those people that only bought those stupid 4 gig ones that can't even hold anything.
Well, so I don't know. Do you think they're actually gonna go seriously with this cross-platform save thing or anything like that? I don't know,
Who
because they seem
cares?
to be pimping. If you see their video,
cares?
it's like cross-play, rear touch controls, and all this other nonsense.
Who cares?
Dungeon Crawl Ruin shows off PS.
It's
Vita's
It was
PS3.
ruined. It's
Ruined.
ruined. Not
It was
Rise.
Rise.
See, I
Rise
told you.
was the
I
Kinect.
told you.
It's a
I'm
Rise
just.
was
four-letter
the
R
Kinect.
Good
word,
thing we have
whatever.
interwebs to
Oh, yeah.
to
Save
make
us.
this show accurate, as accurate as possible.
Fact-checking.
If only we use the
Journalism.
internet.
Well, they didn't really show it off. They just talked about it, right? Like that
Pretty
that
much,
is
yeah.
what it was gonna do. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it. And like what we were talking about, the fidelity is pretty much like really close to what the PS3 does. So if there's 2 games available, but I don't know. I think the challenge is gonna be whether how like I guess accessible they can make it, right? Because if you got to buy a $60 game and then a $40-$50 game on PlayStation Vita, then
Right,
it's like who's
right.
really gonna take advantage of it, right?
Yeah.
This whole thing between the Wii U and like the Vita and Vita, I still can't say it. Whatever,
Vita.
Vita. But
Uh,
the whole thing, it just reminds me of Pac-Man Versus on the GameCube, where you could plug it in your Game Boy Advance, and that person had the little screen and was Pac-Man,
Yeah.
and the people on TV were the ghosts, and that's all that was. Like that's what the Mario that Mario game that you're like just running around. One of you's Mario, and everyone's trying to catch you. That's that
Yeah.
exactly.
So are you saying this E3 was basically 2003 E3, which it was like Nintendo's thing was all connectivity? Look, you can hook up your GameCube and your Game Boys to your
Right,
system.
right.
I saw,
we're going back to
I
that.
saw this comic about it where like Nintendo last year was like, motion controls, and then Xbox was like, And then the next year, Xbox was like, motion controls. And Nintendo was like, hey, guess what? You know what's actually cool? Not motion controls, but giant controllers.
No, you know what was cool, though? That
Xbox.
Once Upon a Monster, though, was cool.
I did play that.
It couldn't handle your tallness.
Too tall. All the stupid Kinect sensors were at ball height. It's like looking up at me and just like, I can't see your head.
So that's one way I guess they showed off the Kinect once upon a time, and a few other ways where it's like interesting and it's like, okay, it takes advantage of the system. But then you got Star Wars Kinect, which looks like garbage.
Xavier loved it.
It's not very fun.
Probably did. Well, it's like I think it's the biggest issue is like you really don't have control, right, when you're moving around.
It's like auto targeting. I played it. You just auto target.
Yeah, how did it work for you? I guess
we did 2-player co-op, and it was just you automatically just target whatever enemy is closest, and you lunge towards them and swing your arm, and they die. I mean, there was
just
not
like
a lot of
life.
freedom or not even too much of a challenge. The most challenging part was lifting that I guess space tank out of the way and throwing it aside.
So there's nothing special like between you, like playing co-op, two people, like you guys team up and do puzzles or anything like that?
You can help each other, I guess. Someone can use a force power while the other one slashes or something. Okay. It might.
But you have to. One of you only has to slash, or you can both.
No, you can both do anything. But
okay,
it's just.
I saw it at one player and it looked really awkward. I don't know with two players. I didn't know that was a part of it or whatever. Because they're doing the whole. You can only do one player, and then Dance Central Connect. Dance Central 2 comes out like, we could do 2 players.
Yeah.
This time. So
Dance Central 2.
I'm gonna get Dance Central 2.
I saw some weird looking guys playing it, and it looked like they were having a lot of fun.
Yeah. So you would love it.
Yeah.
All right.
But the Kinect
because I'm
game,
weird looking, I get it.
The Kinect game I saw that was the best was Gunstringer.
Gunstringer. I didn't see that. I didn't see that. I did want to check. That's from
Twisted Pixel, right? Yeah, it was really good. That. Like I don't know if you played the other Twisted Pixel games, but the humor in those games is pretty good. They're funny and bizarre.
They've kind of had a bumpy road, I think, because they did miss the Maw or whatever.
They started with the Maw,
and it was like Explosion Man. I think
Explosion Man was awesome.
That was amazing.
Fun, yep. And then they had
Comic Jumper. Comic Jumper was a bit mixed, I think.
I played it. I liked it, but there wasn't a lot to it. It got kind of repetitive, but now they're coming out with Missplosion Man.
I tried that. That was actually really cool. Yeah. I tried the 2 girls, 1 controller.
Which
was really. You got to wrap your head around that one. So you use like the left stick to control one of them, and like the left bumper.
So it's like a schizoid. Did you play that one?
No,
on Xbox Live Arcade.
I think I might have heard. Yeah, I think I might have heard about it.
There's like a blue ship and a red ship, and you could only eat certain red ships with the blue ships.
It was probably about the same thing. But isn't that one kind of more like a Geometry Wars motion type of, like you're just going around? Yeah, this one's a little more. You have to explode on each other. You have to like.
I'm gonna try that.
You got to wrap your head around it.
Yeah,
it's for those sadists, I guess. It's like I really hate myself, and I want to try to play through these levels like this. But
that's why I'm playing Duke Nukem Forever right now.
That is
because I hate myself.
Are we done with E3? We could do some Duke Nukem talk. Are we done with E3 or anything else from E3? Kinect and Disneyland Adventures. Did you try that?
No, it's all about Gunstringer.
Kill
Bill.
Actually, you didn't tell us about Gunstringer. So how does it work?
One hand you move the puppet left to right or jump. You're like a marionette puppet. And then the right hand you target up to 6 enemies at once, and then you pull your arm back like you're shooting a gun, and it auto shoots the enemies.
Seems kind of cool.
Yeah, it's fun, and the humor was good. It really felt like a comedic or satirical look at Kill Bill in a Western.
Really?
Yeah.
Like bloody though, or not?
Well,
like it's a little more kid friendly than.
But
Kill
you're
Bill,
like
right?
hunting down. It's got some adult themes. It has some adult themes.
Okay, I like that. Did they say it's downloadable?
No, it's.
Did they say it's downloadable?
It's the first retail release by Twisted Pixel.
They were pushing that as a DLC game.
It started out
point,
that,
right?
yeah.
But then it was like a Kinect game on DLC. Now let's just make it full price.
They did the Halo route, the Halo ODST thing. They were like, we want to give people value. We want to be. You can download. It's gonna be a download. Nah, we're gonna throw in some multiplayer, slap some other stuff in there.
We'll see.
$60.
We'll see. Maybe they'll release it for $40. That'd be nice.
Kinect titles are usually $10.
Yeah, they're usually a little cheaper.
That's because they know that nobody wants them.
Hey, they're okay sometimes.
What?
I heard Fruit Ninja.
Is that
it's in the closet?
Oh, great.
Somewhere.
With the Wii?
Yeah. With the Wii. So Duke Nukem, huh? That's how.
Hold on. I want to talk about one thing at E3 that not a lot of people cared about. Rocksmith.
Ooh, actually, I have it on my little thing, but I've never looked at it.
Did any of you guys get to play Rocksmith in
No.
the
No.
Ubisoft bus?
I saw it, but I didn't approach.
It was inside the E3 or outside?
It was in
Bus.
it was by the food trucks.
Yeah.
They had the Ubisoft bus. They had a whole
Oh,
bus
okay.
just of Rocksmith, and it was great.
Wasn't. Did you
Like-
play? Did you play the Rock Band 3 real guitar mode?
No, that thing was like $280.
Hey,
And
but-
it was out for like 2 weeks, and they already canceled it.
Really?
I did get one.
True
though.
story. Did you
I-
really?
Yeah, I
the
did.
one with
and
the
it
strings,
was
or
pretty
the one with
cool.
the?
It works.
Did
I
you get
thought
the
it
string
worked.
one or the one with like the 110
No, the
buttons?
strings. No, I wasn't gonna get the 110 buttons. I got the string version.
Did you really?
But I need the.
We need to play.
We could do that. Maybe sometime.
But
We'll set up a date.
Rocksmith, it uses a real guitar, and so it looks like they're really gonna sell it to people who actually play guitar.
You play guitar, right?
I play guitar, yeah.
Adrian, you play guitar. Did you hear about this? No, not
No.
Gunsmith. Rocksmith.
Rocksmith.
No.
So sell it to Adrian, I guess.
Yeah,
what's
sell it to
the hook? Because he's a musician.
You play
also, I guess.
guitar?
Yeah.
Well, it's like it's got the 6 strings across the bottom, and then it scrolls towards you like on every Rock Band game.
Hmm.
But it's basically like tablature. It's got each string has a different color,
Yeah.
and then it shows the fretboard at the bottom.
What numbers? Or-
No, it shifts the view up and down the neck of the guitar. This is hard to talk about.
But
Well, anyways.
the cool thing
Seeing
is you
is
can connect
believing.
any guitar to it, right?
Any guitar, yeah.
Any
guitar.
guitar to it.
Oh.
And did they say retail release, Xbox, PS3?
It's retail, yeah, and it's going to come with a 1/4-inch to USB plug.
Okay.
So it's going to be $80, and they're going to include actual 3/4
And
size guitar.
they
for
have
$200.
some good bands on there too, right? They got Nirvana. I know you're a fan of Nirvana.
Never heard of
Nirvana.
Never heard of such-
Nirvana. What's wrong with you?
I know you're a fan of Nirvana, Adrian. So maybe
they got
you'll
some
like that.
Black Keys on there and White
Oh,
Stripes.
nice.
Wait,
and
Black
Bob
Keys
Dylan.
on there. You're a Black Keys fan
I like
also?
Black Keys.
Damn,
I just
we're
saw the
all
Black
fans.
Keys in
I
Vegas.
didn't
good.
know. I forget that people they're actually
Yeah,
very
we like
popular.
music.
That you like music. You like real music.
Yeah.
You like the Black Keys.
Yeah.
Those people listen
But,
to music. That's weird.
So you're gonna buy it day one?
No,
You're
I'm
gonna
getting
get
it for free from them. So
Okay. I'm still waiting on my on live console.
oh yeah,
But we'll see what.
I
we'll see
got
what
an
happens.
on live console.
And you can't use it because you're in the.
But I do
olden days.
have access to all the press games, so I'm like playing it.
We'll talk about this later.
This is important.
Duke, this is very important.
That's how I
actually.
played Duke Nukem
Duke-
Forever.
Oh, that's
See,
how
check
you
out the
play it.
segue.
So what do you think? How's that Duke Nukem?
Oh, it sucks.
It kind of does, huh?
It's
it
like-
kind of does.
It's not
Yeah.
great.
Did you try? Have you
Yeah,
tried it?
I'm playing it right now. I put it on the hardest difficulty that they let you pick. And
Why did you do that to yourself? Why would you?
That's how I usually play a game.
Okay.
You know, if I'm gonna play a bad game through, I want to get all the achievements I can.
That's how I played. Yeah, that's how I played it. But this, I was like, I just want to try. I think I made it to the 5th level, and I was like,
playing it with mouse and keyboard,
nah,
and
I'm good.
I'm more of like a console gamer. So even on normal, it's like
Yeah.
just hard to control. It's like this whole thing just sucks. And it's-
I think it's
it's like-
bad, but
it's like
it's a 2 out of 10 bad, like that I've been seeing. I don't know if it's that
definitely
bad.
better than some of the other. I mean, it's not a terrible game. It plays a lot like the older Duke Nukem games.
Mhm.
Like it has that same gameplay mechanics that I remember from the Duke Nukem 3D.
Well, I think they already did a good Duke Nukem game. I mean, as far as mechanics go, like what you would consider a follow-up, and Prey was pretty much Duke Nukem without the Duke Nukem look, but it was pretty much what it would have been a good mechanics game. If they would have done Prey, but with the Duke Nukem, I guess, motif on top of it, I think it could have been good. But I don't know. I think they went back to it. You got just pistols. You got the regular shotgun. You have like 3-4 weapons, and that's it.
Yeah.
yeah, you can only have 2 weapons at a time, and then it's got the restoring health like Halo.
Yeah, even
and that's
though,
weird.
yeah.
And then and he makes fun of Halo.
He makes
and,
a joke,
like,
yeah.
Everyone in the game just looks like they're pulled out of a PS2 game. They walk just like brooms up their butt,
Yep.
and they look just
Disgusting.
ugly.
I think it was just they were just trying to salvage what they could from the project and try and
Yeah, it just
turn their bottomless pit, money pit, a black hole into something.
They're like, we need to
Yeah,
put.
well, I think
let's make this game in 3 months and throw it out. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
and you
I
can
think
kinda tell.
Gearbox is like they're gonna make money off of this game, right?
I guess
People
the
will
sales
buy it.
kind of
Yeah.
suck.
I don't know.
Well,
It's been
I
both
heard
ways.
mixed.
Yeah,
I heard someone tweeted, one of the guys from Gearbox said that,
Yeah.
well, the people are speaking differently from the reviews, and it's selling.
So
well.
I think that's what they get the brand out there. I mean, I don't know how it's gonna work for them ultimately, because it's not really a good game, and people are gonna buy it, and they're gonna be like, okay. But the next Duke Nukem, I think that's where they're hedging their bets, where it's like, this is where we make a good one, where it's really like honestly satirical,
I hope
and
they
figure it out a way to make it good.
The thing that's going to happen is they're going to make a sequel. They'll be like, hey, first Duke Nukem Forever sold really well. Let's make a sequel. Put it out next year. It'll be great. And then nobody's going to buy it, and they're just going to be like, what the crap happened? I thought everyone loved Duke Nukem. It's like, no, we did until we played it.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel slightly optimistic about it, but I don't know, because I think for me, what brings it up from like for me, it's like maybe like a 6.0 game. I don't know, 7.0 game. But I think what brings it up is it's just not another Modern Warfare. You know, it's ridiculous. It's really sexist, and it's kind of like he's an idiot, but it's still a different type of game.
It's like a B movie kind of.
It does have that B-movie charm, but like I just walking around, you like get caught on outcroppings that you can't even see, and it's like it's really obviously very unpolished. Yeah. Like it's just a game from 1998 that they put HD graphics on, kind of, and just threw it out there, and they're like, this will be fine. And then GameStop's already like their rebuying value now is $15 already, and they're still selling it for $55.
Are you gonna you're gonna play through it? You're gonna finish it, or
we'll see. I'm trying.
Does OnLive have achievement trophy type of system? Oh man,
it has different amounts. It has different amounts of achievements for each game too. Though.
There's already like 3 different systems. I'm keeping up with the achievements, the trophy system, and now the OnLive system.
And there's Steam achievements too.
Hey, Adrian, have you checked out Duke Nukem at all?
Not pretty much. I haven't heard anything.
No interest either. No interest in trying.
Nothing. It's out of my time right there.
You know,
Duke Nukem wasn't really my time.
Well, I didn't think it was none of our time. I don't think it was my time. I was like maybe like
I'm
8.
surprised you would even care.
I think I was like 8, but I still played it though on N64.
Awesome,
I played it on N64 or whatever.
Exactly.
You're like that one kid that played Tony Hawk 2 on N64. It's
no,
like,
I didn't.
You're weird.
I actually played it on Dreamcast. I waited for the Dreamcast version. It was awesome.
Dreamcast.
I loved it.
I missed the Dreamcast.
I actually played it on N64. Tony Hawk.
See, he's that kid.
He's that
one
kid. He just didn't do Duke Nukem though. So actually, Zoe, do you know who Duke Nukem is? Is there any interest about it, or do you know who he is, or anything like that?
I've never heard of him.
Adrian's
it's probably a good thing.
Like, hey, be in the podcast.
It's actually probably a good thing, because it's very it's very sexist, very not.
Probably didn't cross over there pretty well, huh?
Well, like the first 45 minutes of the game, I didn't even have a gun. I was just doing the stupid Half-Life 2-esque platforming stuff, and it was just terrible.
I tried to do some physics-based puzzles.
Yeah. There was like a seesaw that you went up one side and then the other side went down. You had to like sprint up, and it was like, look, I did a jump.
Yeah. So I mean, you could kind of see throughout the. Well, I just had enough after like 5 levels. So I was like, I'm done with this. But you can kind of see when you go through the levels, you're like, okay, this is where the design documents started. And it's like, oh, look, it's 1999. This came out with this new thing. 2001. Wait, Half-Life 4 came out 2004. We got to add this stuff. And like, it just seems like they just cobbled it all together. Different mechanics, different gameplay, ideas. And like, let's just throw it all together.
And then like the little kart racing parts were.
That was terrible.
Actually, the kart racing is like, if you guys, I don't know if you guys noticed, but you actually go through all the kart racing area,
backtrack,
and then you backtrack. You walk by it, and just walk.
Oh, I
noticed.
I noticed.
It was stupid. And every time I keep dying. Like I fell down a hole because the controls are just crap.
Yeah,
I can't do it. And then you die, and it takes like 3 minutes before the level reloads.
Yeah, and then you have to. That was terrible.
Why does it take so long to load?
And you're doing OnLive is like high-end PC supposedly, right?
Well, it doesn't matter. The thing about OnLive, it doesn't matter how great your PC is because it's all streaming. If you have a good internet connection, it doesn't matter.
But that's what I'm saying, though. Even the loading should be the best possible, I guess, since you're doing it through OnLive.
That I'm not really sure about because it's still loading like it's basically a 360 game or something, but it's just on their servers
I
over
played
there.
on PS3 and it was like a minute long.
Oh, it's terrible.
I sat down and I'm like, I started reading stuff and waiting.
It doesn't automatically start the level either. You have to confirm, so you can't turn your back on the game. You have to sit and watch, and then you have to push A to continue.
So Duke Nukem Forever, a piece of crap.
We knew it would be.
We kind of knew. I think that's kind of the thing, right?
When it was at PAX last year and I got to play it for the first time, they were like, Duke Nukem Forever! And then I was like, I'm playing this like, oh, this sucks. Can I have a T-shirt?
You're one of those guys, man.
I got a T-shirt.
You're one of those guys.
They should have
journalism.
I got a tank top.
Oh, God.
Which you're wearing right now, actually. We were wondering where you got that tank top.
Aren't I sexy?
All right, so Duke Nukem, crap.
Yeah, they should have left it as
I
an internet joke.
I would contend that it's not a 2 out of 10 crap, maybe like a 6 out of 10 crap, but you know, I don't know.
It functional.
You can shoot a gun. You can do it. So, all right. Well, we'll take. Or did you, Austin, anything else? All right, we'll be going on break, and actually, we're coming back with a little special segment.
One last thing.
What's up
about Duke Nukem Forever?
Okay.
The biggest travesty is that Child of Eden came out on the same day, and nobody's heard about it.
Exactly. It's like there's this whole hubbub about like Duke Nukem Forever, a crap game, and where Child of Eden
is like
came
the
out.
one game to ever play Connect with, and it's like, well, you can play on controller too. It's like, I don't care. It's Res 2. Wow, yeah. And then like Duke Nukem Forever came out, and they're like, Child of what?
We're talking about Duke this week.
We're talking about Duke.
It's a whole gaming hive mind, right? We all pick a topic and just stick to even if there's a completely perfectly good game. Res 2, basically. Res the sequel that just came out this week. And
I've been playing it.
Like a reason to finally use your Kinect.
Yeah.
Besides the Sesame Street. Okay. That's what I had to say
we'll
about Duke Nukem. Thanks for nothing.
So we'll be back with the special segment from Nick, right? Nick Simberg's going to do a little special narration.
I have a special segment.
We'll be back after this musical segment. What are we gonna be listening to, Adrian?
I think it's another F minor.
All right. We'll be right back.
Dear internets, this is LOL Security, better known as those evil bastards from Twitter. We just hit 1,000 tweets, and as such, we thought it best to have a little chit-chat with our friends and foes. For the past month and a bit, we've been causing mayhem and chaos throughout the internet, attacking several targets, including PBS, Sony, Fox, porn websites, FBI, CIA, the U.S. government, Sony some more, online gaming servers, by request of callers, not by our own choice, Sony again, and of course, our good friend, Sony. While we've gained many, many supporters, we do have a mass of enemies, albeit mainly gamers. The main anti-LulzSec argument suggests that we're going to bring down more internet laws by continuing our public shenanigans, and that our actions are causing clowns with pens to write new rules for you. But what if we just hadn't released anything? What if we were silent? That would mean we would be secretly inside FBI affiliates right now, including PBS, inside Sony, watching, abusing. Do you think every hacker announces everything they've hacked? We certainly haven't. And we're sure others are playing the silent game. Do you feel safe with your Facebook accounts, your Google Mail accounts, your Skype accounts? What makes you think a hacker isn't silently sitting inside all of these right now, sniping out individual people, perhaps selling them off? You are a peon to these people, a toy, a string of characters with a value. This isn't what you should be fearful of. Not us releasing things publicly, but the fact that someone hasn't released something publicly. We're sitting on 200,000 Brink users right now that we never gave out. It might make you feel safe knowing we told you, so that Brink users may change their passwords. What if we hadn't told you? No one would be aware of this theft, and we'd have a fresh 200,000 peons to abuse, completely unaware of a breach. Yes, there's always the argument that releasing everything in full is just as evil. What with accounts being stolen and abused, but welcome to 2011. This is the LOL's Lizard era, where we do things just because we find it entertaining. Watching someone's Facebook picture turn into a penis, and seeing their sister's shocked response is priceless. Receiving angry emails from the man you just sent 10 dildos to because he can't secure his Amazon password is priceless. You find it funny to watch havoc unfold. We find it funny to cause it. We release personal data so that equally evil people can entertain us with what they do with it. Most of you reading this love the idea of wrecking someone else's online experience anonymously. It's appealing and unique. There are no two account hijackings that are the same, no two suddenly enraged girlfriends with the same expression when you admit to killing prostitutes from your boyfriend's recently stolen MSN account. And there's certainly no limit to the lulz lizardry that we all partake in on some level. And that's all there is to it. And that's what appeals to our internet generation. We're attracted to fast-changing scenarios. We can't stand repetitiveness, and we want our shot of entertainment, or we just go and browse something else, like an unimpressed zombie. Nyan, 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 nyan. Anyway, nobody is truly causing the internet to slip one way or the other. It's an inevitable outcome for us humans. We find, we nom nom nom, we move on to something else that's yummier. We've been entertaining you 1,000 times with 140 characters or less, and we'll continue creating things that are exciting and new until we're brought to justice, which we might well be. But you know, we just don't care at this point. You'll forget about us in 3 months' time when there's a new scandal to gawk at, or a new shiny thing to click on via your 2D light-filled rectangle. People who can better things work better within this rectangle, have power over others. The white hats who charge $10,000 for something we could teach you how to do over the course of a weekend, providing you aren't mentally disabled. This is the internet, where we screw with each other for a jolt of satisfaction. There are peons and lulz lizards, trolls and victims. There's losers that post crap they think matters, and other losers telling them their crap does not matter. In the situation, we are both of these parties, because we're fully aware that every single person that reached this final sentence just wasted a few moments of their time. Thank you, whores. Low security.
Bam. So that was the low sec the Twitter stream they did, and it was dramatic. Nice dramatic reading. You guys might have heard that in full or unedited version. You guys will know the final. What do you think? We're gonna do. Well, we shouldn't let them know. But anyway, so what are these guys doing? Apparently, they got 200,000 accounts, Brink accounts, and they hacked into everything.
If you play Brink, you deserve to be hacked and have your hat crapped in and then put back on your head.
You should know better.
Yeah,
you should know. That is kind of funny, though. But what else? What else is high profile enough, I guess, that they could have mentioned?
I guess someone just hacked Neverwinter Nights. I don't know if it was actually them, though.
They're hacking everything. Sega got hacked yesterday.
Yeah. Well, Sega didn't let us VG charts into the E3 meeting, so they kind of deserved it. Nah, just kidding, Sega. We love you.
You kind of do. Let's get at
I really like your Sonic game from 1992.
Can't believe this. We're not getting Sonic Generations this year.
What?
Adrian, what?
No.
Wait, Adrian, what you were talking about? They even hacked into the FBI.
I think it's CIA public
CIA.
website.
CIA
and
they
didn't
FBI.
actually technically hack into it. They just, I think, brought down the server, so the server couldn't handle the load that they were.
attacks or something.
Yeah, so it's not technically hacking.
It's just overloading.
They just pinged his IP until it exploded.
Right,
and
until the server can't handle it.
And the thing
anymore.
is, it's a public CIA website, so. CIA
it's not that impressive.
They're going to have to kill JFK on there. Really kill JFK on there.
Everyone knows it was John Wilkes Booth.
Yeah.
Wait, are these guys anyway connected to the whole anonymous group thing? Do you guys know?
I think they're different.
They're
completely.
different.
There's a lot of hackers. They just think it's funny.
Yeah.
They just think it's hilarious.
They're like the Joker in Batman.
They do it for the walls.
For the low lizards. What the hell? Low lizard? What's the low lizard?
You've never been on 4chan, have you?
No.
I've
heard about it.
Have you heard of the internet?
B-tards?
I've heard about some.
Oh, there's B-tards.
Yeah.
It's the
I
random.
have no idea what you guys are talking about right now.
Scum of the internet.
Oh, it's so bad. It's like nothing but child
B.
porn and violence and here's a picture of my ex-girlfriend naked and her phone number.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
That's great. This is what's on 4chan. Good thing I don't visit.
Yep.
It's a scary place.
I'm going to put pictures of Carlos on 4chan.
What's the origins of 4chan? I've heard how did it originate?
Image sharing forum, I guess, where
That's all
anyone can post anything anonymously.
Yep, it's all anonymous.
4chan.
Except when they post child porn, then they actually track you and they kill you.
Yeah.
They're like a jail pretty much. They're like, you're a child molester. We're gonna beat you down. You're gonna die now.
There were actually rumors that it was just built to catch child predators.
Really? Maybe
it might be, and that's okay.
What value does this have? I guess for they
doesn't
just
have
do it for
value.
laughs,
It's
right?
the
It's just-
internet. There's no value anywhere on it. I don't know if you've been there.
I feel like this whole thing like kind of generated out of, or recently anyways, the recent hacks that out of the whole guy GeoHot's getting sued,
Right,
and they're
right.
like, well, this is why you don't sue us or whatever, because we can
don't
do
mess with
this.
the hackers.
We can do this. So do you think they're gonna learn their lesson though, Sony and Microsoft? I mean,
no, I don't. Sony
I
won't.
don't know. I don't think Sony's going to get hacked again for a while because now they actually have security. Oh yeah, we should
actually have people working
just
doing
keep
their
everybody's
security.
passwords in the big CSV spreadsheet.
Plain text.
well, I mean, but the
Notepad.
thing is,
Yeah.
think the thing is though, it's like if you get attacked, you can't just kind of let it go by, right? Like you can't, it can't be Sony get hacked again. It's like we're not gonna try to find out.
They
who
got
it
hacked
is,
again
or-
during while they were rebuilding, which I think is kind of funny.
They still getting hacked.
They keep getting hacked every day. It's like, what's up? Oh, hacked again.
When they had their password changing program to first go online or whatever, PSN, then they had someone hack their website so it redirected them and was just stealing people's information as they entered their new account info.
It was like
That's how they do it.
Yeah, it was just posted. It's like, you can just use an email address and just have your new password. It's like, here, this is how you do it. And Sony's like, oh crap.
Well, even
Let's do this again.
I heard like a story on NPR that Microsoft, I think it's working with a couple companies to actually, get over that. Start teaching companies how to, or start figuring out when it's the right time to act or to actually.
Well,
inform
Microsoft
people.
hasn't ever had like the big attack, right?
Well,
but they've always been kind of an internet
that
company
we
though,
know
right?
of.
Yeah.
They just got hacked.
So-
They did.
Yeah, like their website.
Major
went down for a
Nelson
while.
was on Twitter like,
Yeah,
we
he's like-
don't know. It looks kind of funky, but we're not sure.
I don't think we're hacked, but I'm just a figurehead. What do I know?
That's what he did.
I'm
so
playing
I don't
Trials HD.
know. What is there? Is there anything else to talk about? Anything else interesting? Duke Nukem. There's Child of Eden. That's about it.
Yeah, this week.
It was kind of it's like the week after E3,
Yeah.
kind of like not that big a news thing. I think that's it. Nick Simberg, thanks for coming out here from Pasadena, California.
Oh, you live so far away.
It's kind of a distance, huh?
It's still in LA, and you're like an hour.
Hey, don't
It's weird.
knock it.
This is a big city.
Don't knock it. Austin, thanks for showing up
Yeah, it
to
was
the
my pleasure.
podcast. If you want, you can rejoin and
Yeah.
regroup and do this again.
It's a lot of fun.
From what is it?
Upland.
Hard Toast.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah. I
Upland.
live in Upland. I write for senior editor for hardtoast.com.
Okay. Adrian, thanks for handling the mixer over there.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for letting me do this work.
It's so important.
Producer, he's a producer.
Checks in the
Yeah.
mail.
Producer. It
Yeah.
checks in the mail.
Yeah.
I hope my checks.
I'm not gonna.
Where's my check?
I'm not gonna
Yeah.
bother to look down.
And I'm your host, Carlos Macias. We'll see you guys next week. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we'll be up. We'll be doing stuff on iTunes and all that junk. You can follow us actually on Gamer Feed Weekly on Twitter, which is Gamer GAMER.
There's no E. There's
GAMR Weekly. Yeah, we can't spell
No,
gamer.
GAMRFEED.
Something.
Weekly. Gamer
So-
Feed Weekly. It's one big word.
It's on there. It's there.
We have
If you guys want to
profiles.
follow us, we'll probably do some maybe Twitter stuff.
Yeah, we
Ask
talk
questions,
to
and
us
we'll bring them onto the show and
Cool.
work on that.
We'll make fun of you.
And that's it for the Game Free Weekly. Cool. See you guys next time.
See you.
Hilarious. And it was like, oh no. Where am I going to go for my meth now?
Exactly.
And the girls at the strip club. We had a strip club in Minnesota called Tuna's,
Oh,
which I think is gross because but it's cool because that's exactly how it smelled. And that was funny. One time, here's a good story. It's gonna be a good opening story.
We're doing it.
A guy got way too drunk there, and he passed out half on the stage because he was right there in the front on Sniffer's Row.
Sniffer's Row.
And he just like passed out halfway on the stage. And one of the girls thought it'd be really funny to just like rub her vagina on his face. But she hadn't shaved recently, so it was like all stubbly. And he woke up, his face was bleeding from razor burn.
Nasty.
That wouldn't technically be razor burn, that would be hair burn, right?
Hair burn. Maybe.
That's
wrong.
Stubble. Whatever it is.
That's vagina stubble face burn.